Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and if you missed it, we had a little impromptu live stream on Sunday because the power station was cancelled for a second time, and I thought I can't leave you guys with nothing, so I put myself out there, man, and I did a random live stream, talked about some stuff, had a good conversation with some of you guys, and it was good. It was good, so I'm going to look into doing the weekly streams now because I have better internet now, so I don't really have an excuse to not do the streams. So as long as we've got something to talk about, then there's going to be a weekly stream. Don't know what day. Could be Saturday, could be Sunday. Depends how I feel. It depends what's going on. But today we've got some things to talk about, and one of the main topics is AEW again. AEW just couldn't leave well enough alone because a lot of people are saying that they had a great show for Dynasty. Now, I can't comment. I didn't watch it. Why didn't I watch it? Because AEW didn't give me a reason to buy the pay-per-view. Okay? Throughout the television programs, Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, I was given zero reason to buy the pay-per-view. There was no heat behind any of the matches. Tony Khan is not a book. He's a matchmaker, okay? He likes to make matches. But he can't build those matches. Now, I'm not going to spend £50 on a pay-per-view just to watch good wrestling. I like to see people settle scores. I like to see real heat in at least a few of these matches. And there was none. None at all. There was more heat in the pre-show match with the Bang Bang Gang versus the Acclaimed. That was the most heated match, and I have no interest in watching the Acclaimed. Max Caster is a piece of shit, but I'll keep that opinion. I'll keep those opinions to myself. But AEW couldn't leave well enough alone. Now, I get it. Wrestlers from WWE like to make fun of AEW. AEW have every right to fire back, okay? But Cody Rhodes has had plenty of opportunities to shit on AEW. When he gets people interviewing him, like Ariel Helwani, they always try and get some dirt out of him. Cody Rhodes says nothing but positive things about AEW. Nothing but positive things. Now, I'm sure he could say a lot of negative things, but he chooses not to because Cody Rhodes doesn't feel the need to shit on AEW, to shit on Tony Khan as a boss, or the Elite, or anyone. He says nothing but good things about the company, about the people in charge. But a couple of wrestlers from AEW decided to throw shots, not just at WWE, but at Cody Rhodes himself. And I have a problem with this, because if they want to throw shots at people like Grayson Waller, because Grayson Waller always shits on AEW, he always finds a way to do it, go ahead, right? I don't care. But for them to go around shitting on Cody Rhodes, who not only built their company, if it wasn't for him, that company probably wouldn't be around, right? He says nothing but positive things about AEW, and you have Tony Storm and the jobber Brian Cage thinking they can just go and shit on Cody Rhodes. It's fucking ridiculous, okay? Now, Brian Cage says, I don't care what story you finish, this was an amazing match, talking about Bryan Danielson versus Will Ospreay. Now, he could put over that match without shitting on Cody Rhodes. He could. But instead, he decided to shit on Cody Rhodes. Was he told to do that? Maybe. We don't know. We don't work there. But he decided to do that, and everybody shit on him, and rightfully so. Okay? AEW aren't in a position to try and shit on WWE anymore. right? Back in the day, yes. Back in the day, they were in every position to make fun of WWE because WWE was very bad under Vince McMahon. But it's not very bad anymore. It's better than AEW right now. Has been for a good while. And will probably continue to be. So, AEW as a whole have no leverage to one-up WWE. They just don't. None at all. But Brian Cage decided to shit on Cody Rhodes and rightfully got fucking destroyed and cooked. But it's not just Brian Cage. Tony Storm decided in the media scrum to throw some shots at Cody Rhodes. One of which saying that this is wrestling. If you want cinema, go and see a fucking movie. And her character is a low-budget Marilyn Monroe from Team U. Okay? Which some people are saying, oh, she's in character. You're being worked. She's in character. No, she's not. She's not in character. Because her character is someone that does movies. It doesn't take much to work out that was not an in-character promo. It was just her being bitter. Being bitter and shitting on Cody Rhodes and WWE for what? What did they do wrong to Tony Storm? I get Tony Storm had some issues with Vince McMahon, but Vince McMahon has nothing to do with WWE anymore. Kevin Dunn has nothing to do with WWE anymore. All these people think that they can throw shots and throw shade at something that isn't there anymore. And if you're going to throw shots and throw shade, at least make it make sense, okay? But that's not the only thing. She did a really big shot at Cody Rhodes. She turned to Tony Khan, and she calls him Anthony. She said, Anthony, I will never ask you to come and celebrate with me in the ring. Mocking Cody Rhodes, asking Triple H and Bruce Pritchard to come in the ring with him and celebrate his championship win, okay? Cody Rhodes did nothing wrong to Tony Storm. If it wasn't for Cody Rhodes, Tony Storm wouldn't be where she is today. Because AEW wouldn't be where they are today. This stupid bitch has the audacity to mock Cody Rhodes when he's done fuck all wrong to not just Tony Storm, but to AEW. Yes, he left. He may have had a contract dispute. But since he left, he said nothing but good things about AEW. Now, I wasn't going to shit on the show, okay? I haven't watched the show to be able to shit on it. But I was just going to leave AEW alone about Dynasty, okay? But no, they give me more fucking ammo to shit on them. AEW needs to keep WWE out their mouths, because when WWE do it to them, okay, it is quite funny. It is, in a way, justified, because lots of the things they're saying are true. When AEW do it, it feels cheap, it feels tacky. They just need to focus on themselves. And that's why I'm going to get into Will Ospreay, because Will Ospreay fired another shot at Triple H. And at first, Will Ospreay was being okay. I mean, he was being good. He says he doesn't want to talk about Triple H anymore. He just wants to focus on promoting AEW. Now, if he left it at that, cool. That's what they need to do. They need to focus on promoting AEW, not the other company. But then he proceeds to say that he doesn't want to focus on people that are beneath him. How the fuck is Triple H beneath Will Ospreay? What, because Triple H can't do a standing 450 corkscrew fucking Spanish fly, right? That's not wrestling. That's acrobatics. Will Ospreay has nothing on Triple H. Will Ospreay has nothing as a career highlight on Triple H. When Will Ospreay has main evented WrestleMania, won WWE championships, and created a legacy for himself that isn't just indie-rific bullshit, then Will Ospreay can maybe throw a few shots here and there at Triple H. But Will Ospreay's in no position to throw shots at Triple H. If I go to my friends who are casuals, they know who Triple H is. Everybody knows who the fuck Triple H is. I say to them, you heard of Will Ospreay? Who? Who's that? Will Ospreay's in no position to say that Triple H or anyone in WWE is beneath him because he is beneath them. And I don't like saying that because I like Will Ospreay. But Will Ospreay needs to stay in his fucking lane. He is indie-rific Dave Meltzer fodder. That's all he is right now. And judging by his comments, that's all he ever will be. That's all he cares about. Is doing loads of moves, and not selling a fucking thing. That's not wrestling. Now that we've got our AEW out the way, WWE Games 2K have fucked up really badly. The creator, what's the status? You may have heard of him. He's one of the big creators for the community creations. He makes very detailed, very in-depth creations for wrestlers and arenas and shit like that. Does a great job on the community creations. But 2K have removed all of his creations and banned him from uploading any more creations. Why? Why have they done this? I'll tell you why. Because he does a better job than 2K. 2K are lazy motherfuckers who keep putting out game after game after game that's absolute dog shit. Okay? WWE 2K24, yes, it has good gameplay, great gameplay, but Universe Mode, wank. My Career, My Rise, wank. GM Mode, not as wank, but still complete wank. Every mode, apart from single player exhibition, is dog shit for 2K24. 2K23, 2K22. In fact, the 2K22 My Rise wasn't that bad. But it seems like he's gotten worse as the years go by. 2K are not in a position to try and question creators, try and question the players when the game's shit. I'm sorry, but it is, okay? Universe Mode is just heartless. It is soulless. My Rise is cringe. The dialogue's so bad. The story in itself ain't for me. Right? I don't want to fucking win the Universal Championship on my first bastard playthrough. On my first night. Okay? I want to start in NXT like everyone else. Like everyone else. I don't want a backstory of already being in WWE. I want to be fresh, Performance Center, NXT, win some championships in NXT, spend some time in NXT, and then move up to Raw or SmackDown. And when I move up to Raw or SmackDown, I don't want a Universal Championship storyline immediately. That's not how the real world works. I want My Rise to imitate real life. Because that's how real life works. WWE Games, the shit. It just is. 2K, they're shit. They have done an appalling job with WWE Games. And they think they can just go and cancel this fucking creator who's trying to make the game better. Fuck you, 2K. Fuck you. Becky Lynch has won the Women's World Championship. Liv Morgan Revenge Tour is over. The Liv Morgan Revenge Tour is over. Thank fucking God. It was a fucking embarrassment. If you're a Liv Morgan fan, I apologise. But she's, 5'2"? Yeah, you think she's going to win a battle royal with big women like Nia Jax in there. It's a joke. Looking at Liv Morgan is like looking at fucking Riho for me. She's annoying. I can't stand her. Okay? Can't stand her. But the revenge tour for Liv Morgan is over. Okay? It's done. They've had their fun. And now it's time to get serious. Send Liv Morgan to NXT. I'm sick of fucking seeing her. She walks around trying to look all badass, right? And it's fucking hilarious. It is. I can't fucking stand it. But Becky Lynch wins the Women's World Championship. And personally, I would have preferred Nia Jax. Nia Jax has proved us all wrong since she returned. She's not injured anyone. She's actually been doing some good work. I don't like Becky Lynch, but if you're giving me Becky Lynch and Liv Morgan, I'm going to choose Becky Lynch. It's as simple as that. Is Tomaso Ciampa turning heel? He fucking needs to. He really, really needs to turn heel, man. Get away from Johnny Sameface and be Tomaso Ciampa, the Black Heart, that evil motherfucker we saw in NXT. Excuse me. So, they had the Tag Team Championship match with the Awesome Truth. They lost. Gargano shook hands with them. Tomaso Ciampa refused and left the ring. Is DIY going to turn heel as a team? No, don't want that. I want Ciampa to turn heel. I want Ciampa to break away from Gargano, because Gargano is not very interesting. I'm sorry, but he isn't. Now, in NXT, when I watched the feud with him and Grayson Waller, I did feel something because it was personal. It was a personal feud. The match itself was personal. So Johnny Gargano can show, he can be more than what he is now. But he isn't. He isn't more than what he is now. And all he's showing is that he is a generic, and I don't like using this term, vanilla midget. That's what Johnny Gargano is. Tomaso Ciampa can be something, but he needs to be by himself. He needs to be a singles. He needs to be a heel. That's what Ciampa needs to do. That's my thoughts on that. And finally, Imperium. Imperium have imploded. Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser have turned away from Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni Vinci is now out of Imperium. Ludwig Kaiser beat the shit out of him last night. And I think this is a good move. I don't know how it's going to be for Vinci. Because, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to him. But for Kaiser and Gunther, it's going to be good for them. Are they going to be two singles guys? I don't know. I wouldn't mind a little tag run from them or something, but that's never going to happen. Probably won't happen. But Imperium have imploded, and it needed to happen because Vinci just he reminds me of when you start a creative wrestler and you get the preset. That's what Vinci is. That's all he is to me. I don't know. He might be more to you guys. I never watched NXT UK, so I don't know. But that's all for today, man. This video's nearly 20 minutes long. There was something I did want to talk about JoJo, Bray Wyatt's wife, but I'm not going to do it because some motherfucker, man, decided to post a video of JoJo dancing in a car, and he had an issue with that for some stupid fucking reason, and I have my own thoughts on it, but I ain't gonna fucking talk about it. It's fuck all to do with me, and it just pissed me off. It pissed me off that he decided to try and trash a grieving widow, and he pissed a lot of other people off as well. But I don't know, man. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you're new. And follow me on X at TheCrossman25. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.